Hello, everyone. Nico Alexopoulos, Director for Central Jersey Futsal. This is our official first live that we have ever done, so do apologize if there's any kinks or any issues while we're having this little get together. But I would like to welcome everyone. Make sure that everybody can hear me, and I hope you can. In case that you cannot, please text that you can't. It seems that the microphone is working properly. But let's get started. So we wanted to start creating some lives and start giving some feedback basically on different subject matter, different questions, different concerns that we see from parents, from coaches, from the administrative side that pop up in the futsal culture. So today's live has been inspired by one of the parents that basically posted the question as to why are we being forced to choose between, futsal and soccer. Fact is that the exact quote was, "It feels like futsal is becoming an either or to regular soccer," meaning that now families and parents are being kind of coerced or kind of forced into making a decision to play either futsal or soccer during the quote unquote winter months, where by most standards, that's where futsal fits in. Our organization, along with other organizations throughout the country, have dedicated our passion, make it our mission to bring education on why futsal should be a year-round event, a year-round training tool, a year-round occasion than just, in most states, thought of as a winter activity. There are states that do futsal year-round. There are organizations that do year-round futsal, but not enough. The good news is that the culture is changing, and more and more people realize what other countries already know. Futsal is a great development tool. Futsal should be the foundation for any young soccer player, either trying it as a fun activity to get to know the sport, or if they're a little bit more serious. Other countries begin their youngsters at 3-4 years of age onto a futsal court before they move into a soccer court. So thankfully that is changing. U.S. youth soccer has gone on to actually create information, create curriculums. My opinion is that sooner or later they're going to start mandating soccer organizations to have futsal as part of their curriculum, part of their training arsenal. Why? Because there is no better development tool than futsal for a lot of reasons. And again, there's a debate on everything, and that's what we're here for. But like I said, without getting deviated, why is it that, this parent feels that futsal is becoming an either or regular, soccer? Why are we being forced to choose? Well, again, my opinion is that there's a few reasons why. The number one reason is that every sport, including soccer, that used to be a seasonal sport, and when I grew up, I'm a little bit older, but late 70s, early 80s, soccer was primarily a full sport. That's it. You play full soccer. There was no academies. There was no development programs. It was high school. Maybe you might have a recreation program. So you played the sport in the fall. By the time November ended, sport was over. You moved on to basketball, indoor track, wrestling, bowling. There was not a lot of opportunities to play soccer beyond the fall season. There was opportunities for cultures, that of a South American or European descent, to play indoor soccer. And by the time I was like 14 years old, I found that I discovered opportunities to play indoor soccer. I grew up in Union County, New Jersey. So I was playing indoor soccer in gymnasiums or, armories. In those days, it was called indoor soccer, although it was really a form of futsal. But there were opportunities to be able to continue playing soccer through the winter months. As we progressed throughout the years, basically soccer grew to being a full year-round activity. Academies took form, took shape. Organizations that did soccer year-round came into play. So we went from the early 70s where you struggled to have a full, program. Early 80s, you started seeing some indoor soccer. I think that, the fact that indoor soccer arena professional league came into play, that kind of juiced up and offered another alternative. And now people start thinking, you know what, maybe I could play indoor soccer through the winter months. Now all of a sudden you start seeing more turf spaces, more options. And slowly the game evolved where, an indoor soccer game was created, but it was still dominated by those soccer organizations. So let's fast forward to today, right? Soccer is fighting daily, weekly, monthly, yearly for the consumer's dollars. Just like every other sport in America, youth sports have become a money-making proposition for most. So, there are organizations that are putting quality trainings, quality programs, and they do it because of the passion to grow the sport, that being soccer or even futsal. But they do it with the right mindset. They do it with the player development always at the front for. But for the most part, let's be honest, it's become a business like everything else. And that's my opinion. So now you have soccer organizations that used to fight for your dollars during the fall months, eventually starting for your dollars during the winter months, then spring, then summer. So today, if you're a soccer player, if you're a soccer family, a serious soccer family, I'm not talking about a recreational family who just plays soccer for fun, maybe, in the fall and that's about it, maybe in the summer. But if you're a serious soccer family, now you're being asked to play soccer year round. I invite you guys to basically Google the cost of soccer in America in the youth circles. I found a great read, what it costs to play club soccer in America at the girlssoccernetwork.com. Very good article. I was just curious to see across the country more or less what it costs to play. And they're quoting that the average family will pay about $1,500 per child to play soccer, youth soccer. And then they're going on to say that when you start looking to more, serious elite level clubs, the number could soar over $10,000 per year to play in such a system. And let's be honest, everybody claims that you'll get the opportunities to get looked at, possibly get into a college showcase, get recruited, get a college offer. And there's the debate back and forth on how to do it. I'm a college coach at Widener University, Division III college. I believe that if you're a good player, you'll be found. You'll be scouted. Somebody will ID you. Someone will find you, and you'll be able to play. So, getting back to the paid organizations, right? They're fighting for your dollars. They want to have a captive audience. They want to have a customer year round. Why should they let you go and play indoor soccer or futsal when they can get you to play soccer with them even through the winter months? And believe it or not, depending what state you're in, even during the winter months, they're playing outdoor soccer. And for those companies that may not offer outdoor soccer, there's a lot of companies that organize their own indoor training. So you're paying for for fall training, winter training, now comes spring training, summer select, summer training, and so on and so forth. Companies are vying and trying to position themselves to get your dollars to train, play, compete, higher levels, college IDs, showcases, this, that, on a year-round basis. So it's not to their interest unless they have an established futsal program or a league that they directly benefit, meaning that they're running the programs, they own them. Why would they let you go play futsal as opposed to having you in their environment where they're getting your dollars to play in the winter leagues, in the winter tournaments, or the winter trainings? Simple, right? It's business 101. You want to keep a customer engaged year round. You want to benefit from the customer year round. However, should the benefits of futsal and should the benefit what's best for the customer, what's best for the soccer player, should that be taken into consideration? Because again, now we're getting into another stage of a debate about futsal versus indoor soccer. What's the benefit of year-round futsal alongside your soccer training, that being outdoor soccer, indoor soccer, what have you? That's a different discussion and a different video. And, we will address that because, again, personally, unequivocally, I am someone who believes that soccer should be used as a training tool year-round along your soccer training. And at the younger ages, it should be introduced first. Okay, so I am someone who strongly believes I came from a futsal background. I did play futsal in the early 70s, as I said, a youngster. I have grown because I'm of European descent through that culture where I can see futsal benefiting your soccer skills, your footwork, your game read, your reaction, your speed of play, your thinking, your 1v1s, playing in tight spaces, being able to think quick. I can see all those benefits where they have actually transferred into your soccer game. Look, it's very simple. Okay, if you can perform any task in a constricted, confined time frame, if you can do something great in 1 minute, I got to do this, I only have 1 minute to do it. Well, guess what? I only have this much space to do it. If you can become good at doing that, imagine what you could do when now they tell you, well, you got 5 minutes to do this particular task, and the space you asked to be, to do it is much larger. Simple, right? It's all natural. You're going to have an easier time, and you're going to be better at somebody versus somebody who has not done it in 1 minute in a smaller amount of time, right? That's simple. And that's what, futsal is all about, just like I told you. Now let's debate futsal versus indoor soccer. Again, different video, different conversation, different debate. The debate today is why we're being forced to choose futsal over soccer. Why can't we do it both? Why can we have futsal alongside soccer all year round? Is it because of the financial obligations? Is it because of the time restraints? What is it? Is it because of the scheduling? Is it because an academy or a train organization have you playing soccer 7 days a week? Because I don't think that exists. I think that most, paid organizations, elite level organizations may train 3 to 5 days a week. Very rare, 5 days a week, you got to be playing at an MLS academy, basically. And even those are usually training around about 4 days a week. So are the weekends open to do a little futsal training? Can you find some time to do a little futsal training? Can you find some time to play a little futsal in an organized league or an organized tournament? I know that not everybody across the country has the ability to play futsal because it's not offered. And the definition of futsal, by the way, is playing in a futsal environment of a hard surface with a futsal low bouncing ball, not a soccer ball, with out of bound lines, not boards, with futsal rules, with futsal officiating and all that good stuff. Not quote unquote play futsal because XYZ company is trying to capitalize on the growth of futsal, where they're not really playing futsal. They're playing outdoor soccer in a futsal court in a restricted environment. It's not the same. Not the same. Okay. That is my observation. My observation is that the biggest reason why you're being offered to make a decision between futsal and soccer is because certain organizations there are fighting for your spending sport dollars. Why not let you go and play futsal unless they're the ones that are organizing the events, the programs, they're the ones that own it. So now the revenue is coming back in their pockets. Other than that, I just don't see any other reason other than going out and educating oneself on the merits and the benefits of futsal. Simple. It's no secret, it's hidden secret. Sorry. You do some research, you spend a couple hours on the internet and you do some research and you see why other people playing futsal, why other countries are playing futsal, why are the countries having structured, organized futsal programs, why some of the best players in the world professionally have grown from futsal into soccer. Futsal has shaped their skill, their methodology, their mindset. Why? It's all out there. It's not really a secret. Now you can say, well, I just don't like futsal. Which a lot of parents, I hear that from a lot of parents. It's not real soccer unless you're playing 11v11. It's not real soccer unless you're playing in a real soccer field. Really? Wow. I don't agree with that at all. I can't change your mind, but I don't agree. Soccer is soccer, no matter where it's played. That being on a 11v11 professionally manicured stadium, Manchester United, Barcelona, Madrid, Wembley, whatever, or a 1v1, 2v2 game that's being played on the beach, in a parking lot, in a piazza in Italy or in France, the outskirts of California, Texas, Arizona, just 2 kids playing, 3 kids playing, coming together playing. Soccer is soccer. In fact, there's too much structured soccer in this country, in my opinion. There is not enough free play. Players are not given the opportunity just to go out and play without coaching supervision or soccer supervision. Just grab a ball and go and play. Again, different debate. So, as far as I'm concerned, the debate really is, can we do enough due diligence? Can we do enough research to find out the benefits of futsal, let's say, versus indoor soccer or outdoor soccer, why it should be implemented, regardless if us as parents like it or not, or agree with it or not. Is it good for our kids? Okay. If it's good for our kids, then it's good for me. I may not understand it. I may not like it. But all I know is my kid is becoming a better soccer player because of his involvement in futsal. And that's what I care about, because I want the best for my child. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. And then moving forward to say, well, wait a minute. Why can my kid play futsal alongside soccer? Why are you forcing, my kid to constantly do soccer? Oh, wait, it's a financial issue as well at the end of the day. Well, that is a decision for every family to make. How much money to spend, where to spend it, if they should spend it at all. That's kind of the debate that I think I have. In my opinion, there should not really be a debate. In my opinion, futsal should be used alongside your soccer. If you're doing indoor soccer training, do futsal too. I want to get into another video, another debate as far as differences, pros and cons of indoor soccer versus pros and cons of futsal. So look for that video next. As always, please like the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you get a notification when the next video will pop up. It helps kind of support our channel. It helps create more content, and it helps navigate through the big YouTube clutter. Look forward to seeing you guys in your next video. I hope you have a fantastic indoor season and play futsal. Take care, everybody.